pocket. This is just kind of something to go by.
Yeah. You just go through it. I can answer any of them questions pretty much. I fished here my entire life.
Really?
Yeah. Back before they even built 412 highway. We was coming down old 33, coming down and then turning and going through town, and turning and going down by the old base store and the bar.
Yeah.
To get to
Wayne's.
the Benefit, yeah.
It used to be Wayne's. Yeah, I remember that. I was a little bitty dude during that time.
How old are you?
I'm 37.
I got you. So I'm 50.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's when all that happened. It seemed like
it got
really
popular.
Get popular, yeah.
We used to go there all the time when I was young. Noodle, all kinds of stuff.
I think we scoot him over some.
Okay.
He's kind of cute. Sure. Yeah.
Where do you want me at, Red?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah, we'll put you over here or whatever. I'm usually out of place anyway.
Yeah, you're out of place.
Look fat in your screen there.
Oh man.
Oh, it adds 30 pounds, you know. Yeah. See if I can edit that.
Yeah.
That
Is there any way you can just zoom on my face? I see how you get up really close to it.
Yeah. Yeah. See, that thing it's trying to key you out. I can't make it adjusting. 170. Oh, getting worse.
Where do you live at in town?
I just live right here,
Oh, you
right
do?
behind Sonic.
My boy come to your house and fished a few
Who is it?
times. Colton Scoggins.
Yeah.
With
Landon
some of your
and the
kinfolk,
yeah.
the boys.
There's
he's
two
17, so whoever he's running with in your family.
Oh yeah.
Probably Landon, yeah.
Landon and Lane and all them kids, man. They've
been to the house, I think.
Yeah. They fish these two.
Are you related to a Terry Scroggins?
No. There's no R in my name. It's SCOGG.
Yeah.
Like my boy's 17 and he's just got to the house in the boat. He's been out fishing.
Hey, that's a good place to be, man.
He goes there at Shoto, and so he knows all them kids. They just go on off.
Hunter Ossip and all them guys. You know him?
Yeah.
Tim Ossip.
Yeah.
All them guys.
Tim, yeah.
See, we all grew up together.
Bobby Dang.
Alan and Tim they was
Hunter's
close,
all the time
man.
fishing with us.
Hunter and Landon and.
We seen him at the ramp the other day. Tammy and Tim was down at the boat ramp feeding Hunter. He was in the bass tournament, and I was guiding, so we just pulled up to their boat and run across their bass boat to the dock.
And then my cousin, him and Hunter always fish together. Lane, they're always doing them tournaments and things.
Lane that almost fishing.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. Them boys, they have a time.
What's up, guys? Catherine Red here. We have B&C Fishing Adventures with us, and we're going to ask this guy about some of the stuff they've done. We've got a little bit of new streaming stuff going on. Some of you guys might have seen me playing with the live today and trying to get all this stuff lined out. Trying to get all of our bugs worked out and maybe add a little bit of quality and try to and a little bit of lag time as well. So anyway, we got this guy here and we're going to question him on some fishing questions. He's from around here, been here a lot of years, and
21 years, ain't it?
21 years.
Oh,
yeah. He's got a lot of good information that so get your pad and your paper out and write this down.
I bet you know all the good fishing spots.
I know a lot of fishing spots.
Man.
Maybe not all of them.
I bet you know 90% of them around here, especially on Fort Gibson Lake here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good fishing there.
Yeah, that is awesome. Well, ask him some questions there, Fairly. I'm going to try to get some
how many, you go to Fort Gibson, you go to Hudson Lake?
Yeah, we go to Fort Gibson, we go to Hudson, we go to Grand, we'll go to Skytook, we'll go to Keystone. It just all depends on when the best bite is. You know, I don't want to take you there when the fish aren't biting.
Oh no, that ain't good.
So we try to kind of follow the seasons of the fish when they're biting the best, and then that's when we go.
So like sometimes they bite better at Fort Gibson, and then sometimes at Hudson. You got to kind of
like we've been slaying the white bass at Fort Gibson from June. Well, like at Keystone, they've been having a hard time.
I see.
And so for 3 months, we just tore them up. So there's no reason to leave the lake when you're doing so good.
Oh yeah.
On a certain species.
Is that something about water temperature, or how does all that work?
It's water temperature, and like they're, you know, in the month of June, they're coming off the spawn. So they've been upriver, they spawn, they swim 15, 20 miles back into the lake. They're ready to mass feed. The shad's just now having their babies, so they're feeding on them new babies. And then you find a lure that looks similar.
Yeah, boy, you can just tear them up. So it goes like, it kind of just moves down the navigation system. Just, you know, it'll be here 1 month, and then it comes down here, and it just kind of right on down the line.
They'll go in March and April. They'll go upriver to spawn.
Yeah.
White bass will and spoonbill will, they'll all go up. So March and April's phenom time for those fish, as far up as you can go on Gibson. And then as it gets warmer, like starting June, they've all spawned and they all go back.
I see.
Now you've moved 12 miles away, 15 miles away, and you're fishing in a whole different area. Because the fish just throughout the year migrate back and forth.
I see. So like if a guy wanted to take, how many can you take out fishing in your
I can put 6
group?
people in the boat.
I see.
They need to be a family group and all happy with each other.
Oh yeah, you want to be happy with each other.
Comfortable 4 to 5 people.
I see.
You know, we've took several groups of 6. But like I said, it's tight, and you just got to kind of rotate around on the poles, you know.
And what's something like that cost?
It's $150 a person.
All right.
125 for kids, 12 and under. 5-hour trip. I supply the drinks like water and soda, some snacks, and then we'll fillet and bag the fish at the end of the trip.
You kind of show them what lures to use and the depth and all that stuff.
It all depends on how much they want to learn. I mean, there's some people that want to go. They want to do it themselves. Yeah. So they want you to show them a couple spots. They want you to show them how to do it all, and I don't mind. I mean, that's what I'm there for.
That's great.
And then they have any other questions, they call you, you know.
I mean, I'll take them to a couple of good spots, and there's hundreds of good spots on the lake.
Oh, yeah.
And hundreds of thousands of fish to catch.
Yeah, you ain't going to catch them all.
No.
Boy, I know, man. We used to, back when I was young, we'd be throwing Christmas trees down in the water, you know, and stuff. Getting us a spot made it up. Boy, man.
Get hung up in them.
We'd go out there and count like 13 seconds and then start reeling up and boom. I mean, we done all kinds of things like that. But that's neat when you can do it. Especially you take a group out there and they're just yanking them up. I mean, that's a good time.
My favorite time of year for fishing is probably right around May. You know, the spoonbill are doing their thing, but the blues are starting to spawn. Yeah. They're starting to do their thing, and normally we're flooded.
Yeah.
And we're 30 foot above.
Oh, yeah.
Water's ripping.
Yeah.
You know, you can get over low water in your boat. And so I run over low water. I go all the way to the dam.
All the way up there.
And
them blues, man, they'll give you a fight, won't they?
We caught 60 in 2 hours.
Really?
You know, I mean, so we just start calling and keeping the good ones and throwing all the good ones back, because when it's happening, it happens fast. It's like, dude, you know, there's only 15. You only catch 15 per person to keep. And so if you start throwing them all in the boat, your 5-hour trip's only an hour.
Oh yeah, so you gotta keep the biggest one. I know what you mean.
Yeah, and then your boat gets heavy.
Yeah,
them fish get heavy.
Oh yeah, them blues will bite you, won't they?
And that's the best eating.
Yeah, they are.
To me, if I'm gonna
the channel cat, I don't really like much.
Real
man, they're kind of.
But they're fun to catch too.
Yeah.
You know. So.
Yeah, that's what Grandpa does like.
What's that?
Channel cat.
Really?
Yeah. He'll take every one of them. Yeah.
Blues and crappie and perch, man, I like.
And everybody's different on the fish taste.
Yeah.
Like I took a guy. His name was Jerry. He took going spoonbilling. Never caught spoonbill in his life. He took all the boys of the family, sons and son-in-laws, which there happened to be 5 in that group. They kept one spoonbill. He smoked it, he fried it, and he baked it. And he claims that the smoking it was the best. So 2 weeks later, he took the girls and all the daughters and the sister-in-laws, 5 of them. They kept 5 fish. And he said the smoking it was phenomenal.
That's the best way to do it. I've never tried it like that. I've never smoked a fish in my life,
he said, and then smoked it. So
you give tours on spoonbill fishing?
Yeah.
Man, I've never done that before.
We've got a YouTube channel with videos on there.
Really?
And we tear them up.
Yeah, man.
We tear them up. And we follow them from right now all the way until April. So the best time to go in the lake if you wanted to get a 30 fish trip is February.
Really?
February, the water's really cold. They pack up in massive groups.
You got to stay warm,
and they're not necessarily to stay warm. They're getting ready to do their run. I call it the run.
Dang.
So just like caribou, do this massive migration. So all these fish get in one spot and they start doing the migration, and there might be 10 groups of them, massive, all down the lake. And they all start moving towards low water and upriver. And so every day they might move 2 miles, they might move 5 miles, and you just follow them from February to March to April, all the way to low water.
Man, I have been here all my life, and I have never went spoonbill fishing. I mean, we just never. They say that's a lot of fun. Snagging is what you do, ain't it?
Yeah.
Just throw them hooks out and just see if you can snag something.
I had a group this last weekend. 3 hours. They were done.
It wore them out, did it? Yeah. Now that's when it's fun.
I had one girl, a young girl. Her granddad was helping her reel the fish in. My boy had a hold of the pole. He's helping her reel the fish in. So it's just coming in kind of like dead weight. Pole's been over, fish didn't come up. It's like, holy cow, dude! I think you got a big one. It rolls up to the top of the water. It's like 60 pounds plus.
60 pounds?
Yeah. And she starts to make the last reel to suck it up before the boy grabs it, and her hair gets hung in the bait caster. Oh. And then the fish dives and it's tangling up, and now they're, instead of gathering the fish, just trying to get her hair out of the bait caster because it's all stuck, dude. And it broke 80-pound braid.
Man, that is crazy. I bet that was a fight, wasn't it?
Yeah, the one that got away.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, that was one of my questions.
Yeah.
What's the biggest one that got away?
We had a 90-pounder about 3 weeks ago. Now, back in the day when I was 18 years old, 17, 16 in there, snagging on Gibson, you could get 100-pounders.
Really? 100 pounds?
Yeah, the fish were big, but the poachers were hardcore, and the wildlife department had a rule that you could keep 3 a day and no release. And so all the people were finding out about these spoonbill.
I knew a lot of people was getting their eggs
They
and
were
stuff.
having to keep them.
Yeah.
The poachers was coming out here at night, selling the eggs, making thousands of dollars.
Oh, yeah. I knew some guys that really done
and
good.
And then the wildlife department keyed in on it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, dude, we can gather these fish up and we can sell the eggs, but they put back to the resource.
Yeah.
They studied them, they started growing them and releasing them, and they figured out that we were killing the spawning population. It was like 6-7 years before a female could even spawn, and so we're keeping all these females. The river had all these small fish in it, but they wasn't spawning population.
I see. It was just going.
Yeah, we were going down.
Yeah.
And the fish size got really small, but it's on the rebound now. They made it from 412 bridge all the way to the dam. Can't snag after 10 o'clock. Can't snag till 6 o'clock in the morning. So they were camping out down here off of 412. I won't name names.
Yeah.
They were camping out and running all night.
Oh yeah.
And when the honest guy comes, hey, let's go fishing in the daylight and go have fun. They were going.
That's already done. Yeah, I know it.
They done snagged a ton of females and got ice chests upon ice chests of eggs. Well, that's really been.
They fixed all that stuff. Yeah.
And so Fort Gibson's on the rebound for fish with size.
Yeah. Well, man, that's good news.
60 pounders, 70 pounders.
Man, you get a 60, 70 pounder, man. That's a
blast.
Fight now.
It's a blast.
You done much noodling?
I have, but I haven't. Yeah. I haven't done it in probably 7 years.
Really?
Yeah, I ain't done it in a while. We used to catch 50, 60 pounders.
Oh yeah, you can do that pretty easy noodling.
Now you want to fight.
Oh.
And that's really great on Fort Gibson too. I mean, It's
man, we used to go right there into that boat ramp at Shoto Bend. Man, that used to be a good hole there. Man, we pulled some big ones
and that
out.
old boat ramp up at low water.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
There's big fish get in there.
And then Three Finger Bay, them two boat ramps, they had them in there. Lazy Landing had one back in the day. I mean, we caught a lot of fish out of that. And, man, that was a good time. You know, you get a 50-pound catfish on your hand, man, in the water, man. It's just like a big old muscle in there.
Yeah, it's different if I don't want to pole.
Man. You better hang on.
Yeah, and them blues will twist you.
Yeah, they'll just go round and round. They'll just take your skin off.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
They'll hit you so fast they jerk the glove.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Yeah, they will.
Yeah.
Bill got his finger broke plumb sideways out there one day.
I hurt my wrist one time where I just for 2 months I just sat and watched like I can't even.
Yeah.
I'm not even,
got into a beaver before.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
Yeah.
Before.
Yeah, I was reached in there about as far as I could reach. I could just barely grab his tail with 2 fingers. Well, I couldn't tell I had one of them gloves on. I was trying to, so I thought, well, I'll pull him back a little bit real easy. And if I could just guide him back here, maybe I could get a hold of him or something. So, man, I was pulling about the time I really pulled him back, and I went to get a better grip. Well, he jerked his tail out of my hand and spun around, and this rock come down to a point. Well, he come back around the other side, and Bill was over there holding the end, with his hands.
Yeah.
He was on his knees, but he was holding that closed.
Yeah.
Well, that beaver come up and hit his face right up against Bill's hands, and then reached his claw up and clawed him right there on the wrist pretty good. And he was like, "That's a beaver, let him go."
Oh, man.
Yeah, out of the water I went.
Hey, man.
those sheds.
Yeah, I was in there pulling on his tail. That'd have been a bad day.
Man.
Yeah, that noodling can get dangerous.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
Yeah, don't do that by yourself.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I got a 22 foot 6 center console. It's like 108 inches wide. It's pretty wide. It's got a 200 horse HO on it, so there's plenty of room in there for people. I mean, it's a nice ride.
Well, yeah, I
call it the blessing because it was a blessing that I got from God.
Oh, yeah.
So what is your, when you take people out, what is your number one goal? Just to, if they don't catch no fish at all?
My number one goal is to get them out there safe and get them back to the boat ramp safe.
Yeah.
And fish is next.
Yeah.
For me to get them out there and get them back, I mean, I'm a fishing guide. I'm not God. But I never have went out and not caught a fish.
Really?
We've come back with 6 white bass on a tough day, but we never stop. The entire 5 hours I'll move from spot to spot to spot to spot and do everything in my power to put people on fish. Now the spoonbilling's a little different because you just look for them with your locator and you find groups of them and then you just drive through them.
Yeah.
But the catfish and the white bass, they got to bite.
Yeah.
And so there's times when fronts come in and
mess them up.
The best time to fish is when you have time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it doesn't matter if it's a front or not. You just got to go out there and find.
Yeah. Hey, there's times I've had better luck in the rain.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a lot of times that the fish might not be doing the exact same thing that they were doing the day or two previously to that. They might have moved up instead of being in 8 or 9 foot of water. Now they're on a 4 foot flat. So all you got to do is change up just a little bit, go out of the box, and then bam, you're back into it. It's like,
man.
Whoa, I found it.
Yeah.
And that's really how it goes. It's like, oh, well, last week they were up in North Bay. Well,
Yeah.
they're not in North Bay no more. Now,
That's funny how they just do that back
now
and forth.
they're
I
off
mean,
of a housing foundation. Like,
yeah.
out there in the lake, there's several big humps. And you're looking at your contour map, so you can see the hump on your contour and how it goes around. Well, on those humps, there's houses from the 1800s.
Oh yeah, old houses.
And you can,
Really?
you can see them on your side imaging, so you can see the big square. I mean, I can only imagine that it's the rock stacked up about this far.
Man,
knock
that's
the rock
neat.
down. Well, them white bass, they lay around that
I'll
structure,
be dang.
and they're on them humps.
Yeah.
So if you try not to go over the house, because you'll hang your lure up on it, because you want to bang your lure off the gravel. But you go all around it. I mean, you can catch some nice fish.
Man.
Nice ones. You just got to find them.
You got to find the right deal.
You got to have a contour map.
Yeah.
If you really want to be an effective fisherman,
that's the way to do it.
Learning how to read that.
Learn how to read it. Yeah.
Man, there's a lot to it.
There is a lot to it.
There's the art. Yeah, man.
There's a lot to a lot of things.
I mean, I've fished ever since I was a kid, so it's like it's a never-ending learning process. You know, they do different stuff.
What do you like to use for catfish? Just shad net?
Yeah, we catch bait.
We
catch bait.
Shad's hard to find sometimes.
Well, they're in 30 foot of water.
Yeah.
You know, in the wintertime, so you got to use we use a 8-foot net with a either tape around it or one that's built in with tape. So when you throw that sucker out there, it opens like 16 foot, and as it floats down, that tape keeps that net buoyant, and it keeps it from shutting. Because a normal net, by the time it gets 30 foot deep, it's like a banana.
Yeah, you better put a better rope on it.
Yeah, you can see it on the locator, and it ain't very open.
Yeah.
And so it's a big net, but you're only catching a circle like this. But with the tape on it, it keeps it buoyant, and it's more open, and it'll change your success on bait from, say, you spend an hour out there, now you're only spending 15 minutes.
Man.
Yeah, I've gone out there and I've thrown a net.
Oh, I have.
And in the wintertime, it's colder and cold.
Oh, yeah. It's rough.
Your hands are cold.
Yeah.
We do it a lot from the bank, you know.
Yeah.
You'll throw a net for an hour and be like, oh, I got 4 shad.
In the wintertime, it's tough from the bank.
Yeah.
Because you go out there like you'll run a flat, and then the channel will drop off, so the contour lines will drop off really quick. As soon as it drops off, they're just stacked like that deep, just solid.
You'll get hung up.
Yeah, get your net hung up.
Yeah, and then you're like, swim out there and get it, someone.
Oh, yeah.
The net with the tape on it, $150 net.
$150.
Yeah, so you don't want to throw it on the bank.
No.
Throw it in the deep water.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's high dollar. But I use Bait Masters. They're in Wagner sponsors me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and so they supply all my throw nets.
Oh, man.
And so that lady, her name's Paula, and she's a sweetheart.
Oh, man.
She's
that's
sweetheart.
good.
Yeah.
And what does she does sinkers? I mean, just all kinds of things?
She's got meat hunter rods, sinkers. She's got lures. Got a pretty good selection of knives in there.
Yeah.
All types of bait. Worms, minnow, livers, shrimp. You know, just
anything you
pretty
need
much
there.
anything you need before you go to the river. Minnow buckets, whatever. She's got it.
Well, man, that's nice to know.
Outdoor, yeah.
Guy needs to go check her out.
I got another guy there in Robert Fiddler. You know Robert Fiddler there in Pryor?
I don't think so.
Mr. J's Tire.
Oh, yeah, I do.
He's a good dude, too. He sponsors me.
He does.
Tires, yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
But,
do you got any spots you keep for yourself?
No,
just give them all away.
Give them all away, huh?
You don't need to keep hiding.
No, and like I said, it's all the time learning.
Oh, yeah.
It's all the time learning, because I mean the lake's big.
Oh, yeah.
The lake's big, and there's all kinds of spots, and like you might go to, just say for instance white bass, you might go to 4 or 5 spots and not be able to find them, and then on that 6th spot, find a group of them that are biting. You know, and get on.
Yeah. You tried any deep sea fishing?
I never have. I never have. We went to Corpus Christi for a week. My wife's family live up there, and they took us around touring everywhere. They've been there for 20-something years, and I took poles, and we got a motel room right on the bay. And so at nighttime, I walked around that entire bay. There was people fishing and all, and I never seen them catching anything.
Really?
If I'd seen them catching them,
yeah, you'd have been right out there.
Down there, but it looked like they were trying too hard.
Yeah, man.
Well, you got to find the right arm or leg.
Yeah.
Get you a shark.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
I can see the old derricks way out there. And it's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
That's where I need to
Yeah, that's where the fish is at. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So, but
I ain't never swam in the ocean. I don't want to be fish poop.
no, me neither.
Too many things out there to eat you.
Yeah, they will.
They took us swimming, and we got on the beach down there, which, I tried to stay, about this deep, but the waves were coming in pretty good. They could suck you out pretty quick. They kept telling
I'm out
me,
on
like,
that.
"No, you don't. They start sucking you out, you're in trouble."
Oh, I'm out on that kind of deal. But well, I guess anything else that
You ever have trouble, like you catch a bunch of fish and have trouble finding somebody to take them?
No.
Oh.
Most.
Well, if you do, let me know.
yeah.
Like you call me and I'll clean them in. And I'll take
Whatever.
it.
We got a 20 white bass limit per person, and that came about as I took a guy one time, and he said, "Man, I can bring my family. We're gonna go on 2 different trips." He said, "You'll take half of them in the morning, half of them in the afternoon." Well, he shows up in the morning and they're all there, and I said, "Man, Ron, what? I thought we discussed we're going to take them half and half." He said, "Well, they're just going to wait here." I said, "They can't wait here at the dock for 5 hours." I said, "I tell you what, everybody get in the boat. Here's where the life jackets are at. We're going to putt all the way up the river. And half of you get out. My son will take care of you guys. We're using little 3-inch shad and gold hook, catching white bass in the spawn. And I'll take care of the ones in the boat." Well, for 5 hours, they filled my bait well all the way up. They filled my live well all the way up.
Oh, man.
So when we got back to the dock, we cleaned fish till like 1 o'clock in the morning. He had 68 pounds of fillets.
68 pounds. Wow.
68 pounds. It was like
crazy.
7 5-gallon buckets full.
Ain't good for a while.
I said, "Man, we aren't cleaning that many fish again."
Man.
So we picked 20 fish per person, which if there's 4 people in the boat, that's 80 fish.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good white bass trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man,
That's a lot of
we
work.
got a question here. What's a good time to go catfishing?
Pretty much right now.
Right now.
The water temperatures, it's the last time I was out a few days ago was at 78. It's probably a little cooler now, but when the water temperature drops below 60 on the catfish,
below 60.
below 60,
It's time to
they
go.
start biting really good, and the bigger ones. And the colder it gets, like January, February, the little ones tend to not feed as much, and the big ones are feeding, so you catch a nicer size fish.
I see. All right.
I live on Pryor Creek, and whenever spring got just right, man, I was tearing them up out of Pryor Creek.
Oh yeah.
Like, whites and stuff, we was catching the heck out of them.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for that to happen again.
They swim up to spawn.
Yeah.
Swim up in the creeks
as far as they can go to spawn.
Yeah.
And like this year, which we had the massive flood and the water was high so long, there was like going into Shodo, coming into town in Shodo, that first creek right there.
Yeah, Shodo Creek right there.
Creek,
Yeah.
there was like 13 cars a night there.
Oh yeah, I remember
Those fish
seeing that.
swam all the way from the river, all the way up to 69 Highway.
Oh man.
And they were tearing them up.
Yeah.
I seen them carrying 5-gallon buckets
Yeah,
out.
I seen that one day. They was like cars everywhere. I thought,
Everywhere.
man, the
For
fish
what,
must be
2
by,
weeks?
yeah, 2 weeks.
2 weeks, and they also do it on 69A.
Yeah.
Where-
See, that's by his house.
Yeah, see, that's
right
by
there.
mine, but they're down there, but I'm on upstream from them.
Oh, you
Yeah.
are?
Yeah, I'm
Farther out?
way upstream, and I go, like, Pryor Creek's like from here to the highway for me, from the back of my house. So, like, I have my own little area set
When
up
it's
there.
on, you got it going on.
Yeah, I had a dock down there, but it kind of finally rotted out, but I had a big old dock down there in the creek. Well, heck, I'd go down there, and them guys would be fishing for, sand bass or whatever, and they'd be, I'd had a rope where I'd let that dock out, and I'd go right down the middle of the stream and stop right in front of them. I could fish up and down the stream, and them guys was looking at me like, shit.
Oh man, look, we got another question. What's the biggest spoonbill you caught?
Back when we was a kid, we caught one that was over 100 pounds.
Really?
Yeah, but the boy had one about 3 weeks ago that was 90.
90 pounds?
Yeah, pounds.
About 3 weeks ago?
Me and him both.
Oh, man.
Out of the water.
Yeah, I seen they didn't they catch a new record catfish last year or the first of this year?
For the lake? For
the Oklahoma,
lake?
Yeah. Somebody caught a new record, I think.
I think so.
Yeah.
Wonder how big that was.
I think it was like 88 or 90 pounds. I think it was a new state record for a pole.
Monster.
Whatever, Oklahoma. Yeah.
Blue.
Yeah, I think it was a blue.
I think I seen it, but I don't remember the weight.
They had a picture of it at the Walmart for a while.
Yeah. Oh, be dang.
Kid caught, yeah. Yep. Do you like using trout lines and jugs and stuff like that, or?
I do, but the time when you throw out the trot line, usually it's flooding, and you lose a bunch of that stuff. So unless you're a wintertime trot line fisherman on Gibson, it doesn't pay to put one in.
Yeah, it don't. What about the jugs, man? I kind of like
Jugs
doing
are
that.
fun.
Just kind of throwing them out there.
I like going upriver when the water's running and dumping out jugs, and then running down like 5 miles anchored and just throw out and fish. So you throw out 20 jugs, and then when you start seeing them, okay, let's stop, reel
them up, go get them. Yeah,
rebait them.
That's
work
fun.
another part of the river. It's really fun.
Yeah, we used to years ago set a bunch of limb lines, which that works good on Pryor Creek too. Limb lines.
Yeah.
But my grandpa got out there one day and we'd went up and we'd set a trout line. Well, when we'd come back, we'd set limb lines. Well, he was on the way up there and got his limb lines checked or whatever, and got rid of the trout line, and there was a crane. Or no, it was like his last limb line. There was a crane hung up on it. With that crane, it went down there because he'll take his bait and just set it right below the top of the water there. And man, that crane got it and he was hung up and he was like, oh crap. Man. So he had to go back to the house and get a shotgun because they were about to fight him off there.
Oh man, them things mean.
It's supposed to be the tenderloin of the sky.
I caught that crane. He was like, oh. Man, I caught a turtle. I'm pretty stout. I caught a turtle on a trout line down there one time, and I was holding his tail. It's about all I could do to get my hands around it. I was holding it, and he was so heavy I couldn't pick him up out of the water. That's how big he was.
Big old loggerheads.
Big old turtle.
Yeah, snapping turtle.
Yeah, them things.
They're pretty violent.
They'll take your finger off.
It's like a pit bull of turtles.
Yeah, they'll just.
They're.
Yeah, they ain't nothing to mess with.
I thought, man, we've been in here noodling and stuff. Catch one of them turtles. That'd be a good day. Yeah. So, what's your plan for deer season? Do you do stuff in that, or?
Yeah, I don't guide for deer hunting, but I love the trophy hunt. Yeah, I like the trophy hunt.
Yeah, I like eating them too.
Yeah, they're good stuff now.
They make awesome summer sauce.
Yes, they do, man. That is the best that there is.
Food in the freezer and a memory on the wall.
There you go.
That is. I'm real hungry. Yeah. I was already hungry for this storm.
I know it, me too.
We got 16 acres in the river bottoms, and I got a corn feeder right in the backyard. And not since the moon's been full moon, but before the moon was full moon, we was having 18 to 20 in the yard every morning.
Oh man,
it's unbelievable.
Just pick one out.
Yeah, there's no trophy wall hangers or nothing. There's plenty of girls. So when they decide to move, they'll be there.
Well, you won't have to starve to death anyway.
Yeah, you won't starve, will you?
No.
I've never, every time I've deer hunted, whatever, I've never been that guy like, I'll wait and see if there's a bigger one or whatever. Yeah. I mean, I'm like, boom, I knocked his spots off.
Yeah.
Pick him up. I can carry him back easy.
It's a mind game. I take off every year during muzzleloader season. I'll take off the whole season. So you'll go out there and you set, and say you set 4 hours in the morning, 4 hours in the evening. Sometimes I'd set all day if I went to the ranch. And you pass up all these deer and you're thinking, well, I could be at home cutting wood, I could be picking up the yard.
Oh, yeah.
All these things you could be doing, but here you are out here just passing up all these deer. You're supposed to be deer hunting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm always.
It's like you're counting them every day. It's like, well, I passed up 52 deer. I haven't shot one yet. It's like, am I?
What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me?
And now you shoot the biggest one in the freaking woods, and now you're trying to carry it, and it's like, man, I'm a dumbass.
Do that.
I should have shot the little baby.
That's all right. Yeah, I'm just trying to fill a skillet, man.
Just fill that skillet.
Now I got a deer this beef jerky.
Yeah. The way we always done it was at least shoot that first one, so you got fill up the freezer, and then you go to hunt you one you want to find.
There you go.
Yeah. I've shot a few of them, but I've never thought I'm a wait. It had never crossed my mind. I was like,
is there
another one?
I'm hungry.
Yeah, if I get two of them at once, I will.
Well, a lot of times, a nice little 6 or 8 pointer will come through, and if you'll let him go, Big Daddy's behind him 15 minutes. But if you bust him, you never even know that guy was there.
Yeah,
he'll be gone.
Yeah, he'll be gone.
So.
Yeah, they get smarter when they get bigger.
Yeah, they do.
They get real smart.
Yeah, I got Cassie's nephew, he's wanting to try turkey hunting real bad. And I'm like, he ain't got a lot of experience hunting, and I'm like, man, that turkey hunting is a whole different ball game. Like, them suckers see you blink an eyelash and they'll be gone.
They're like 10 power binoculars.
Yeah, they're hard to hunt.
Yeah.
Yes, they are. You gotta call them, and man.
Oh yeah, call them in.
Sometimes it's really, really easy, and then sometimes it's like there's not a turkey within miles.
I know.
Yeah,
That's
and you never know.
Yeah.
Around Bluebill, about every time you drive in there, you'll see one. Or a gang of them. Right there before you hit where the old caution light used to be, the depot.
The flooding puts the hurt on us.
Yeah.
The turkeys go down in them river bottoms, and they're they're making nests and they're laying eggs and stuff, and it's right when the flood comes. And so it wipes them out every year. Unless the turkeys have put their nest up on a hill or not in the bottoms.
It just floods them and they're done now.
Yeah. Well, heck, we've got make sure we got all of our questions answered on here.
Yeah.
Have you ever noodled? Yes, he has done some noodling.
Yeah.
Well, heck, we've had you tied up for 33 minutes here. We'll let you get back to enjoying your evening, and I appreciate you guys coming in.
We appreciate you guys coming in.
Yeah, if you know anybody else that would like to come do this, we're always trying to do things like this to help. This kind of our way. We like
what you do and everything like that. So
like I said, I've got a YouTube channel out there, a Facebook page, and on the YouTube I put them fishing trips on there, the white bass trips, the spoonbill trips, and I try to keep that thing kind of fresh.
Guys, you need to look him up on YouTube too, and see what he's doing.
They've got some really good stuff on Facebook. I've been rotating your pictures and stuff out there where people can kind of see what you had going on.
You can look at the months on YouTube, the months of those videos, and say, okay, that guy's slamming them fish, and it's July right there. Well, we can do the same thing.
When to book your trip. At a time.
Look at the videos like, dang, that's February. And he's smoking those.
There you go.
That's when I need to go.
Well, you get you guys get a minute. You can even post an advertisement for that on our internet company, the MindGig 360. Like, you can kind of go on there, and it's all 100% free right now. So if anybody who's we get quite a bit of traffic there. So anybody sees that, then might hit their interest. No matter what they're looking for, but they might hit their interest and then call you off of that or message you or whatever.
Yeah, they'll just message you right off the site. It's just
what's
pretty
cool
neat
about the local fishing guide is, if you go down to Texoma to catch stripers, you got to get a motel room. You're pretty much going to spend the whole day down there and eat. Well, here, if you're local, Tulsa or local, you just drive, get in the boat.
Yeah, you're done,
Drive, and you had one heck of a time.
Oh yeah, you do.
Just wait till they want you to start doing camping trips.
Well, Fort Gibson is one of the best lakes in the state for spoonbill. Fort Gibson and Gibson.
Oh yeah.
Or Fort Gibson and Grand.
Yep.
And then the white bass is just phenomenal. They always have been.
So it's good fishing right around here. It's you got a lot to choose from. So. But
well, yeah, that works out great. We really appreciate you coming in and spending some time with us. We've had quite a few people bounce in and out of here.
Look at that fish she's got right there in her hands. That's a good one.
Yeah, I thought I seen Jason Turner on one of them pictures, but I wasn't sure if that's him or not. He was on here somewhere. But anyway, everybody have a good night, and we'll get back with you guys again next week. I think we've got a roofing company going to be on next Thursday, and I got to get some things lined out with them. What else? Well, we got another deployment coming Monday. A few things are going to change. We're still upgrading this MyGig 360 deal. A lot of people have been joining here lately. We're really thankful for that, and glad to have everyone we can get. This program is really starting to help a lot of people. There's been quite a bit of money made off of it, especially for old Timothy. I know he watches us pretty regularly. Yeah, there he is. He doesn't message, but anyway, you guys have a good night, and any questions, as always, just hit us back up. We're always happy to help.